Hey, it's Prerak, and I wanted Eurospec fog lamps for my Polo as they have daytime running lights. And if you notice a few older Volkswagens, you'll see they have halogen DRLs as well. The Indian Spec Polo has similar fog lamps except the DRL section of it's completely empty. Lucky for us, the fog lamp can be modified to accommodate a genuine holder for a bulb in there which can act as our DRL. The ring for the holder is just capped off in the Indian Spec Polo's fog lamp. Pry it out carefully and you'll see a proper ring to hold the genuine holder in place. I found that making a small hole and prying the cap out takes off majority of the cap, and shaping it the rest of the way is easy. With the cap removed, I sanded down all the rough edges. You'll notice that the pattern on the holder matches the pattern on the fog lamp's ring. If you notice it, you did it right and didn't overcut while removing the cap. But the reflector is still in our way and won't let the holder fit. So a 22mm hole saw should be able to take care of it. The size of the hole saw was decided with the size of the bulb that hole had to accommodate. It had to be drilled very carefully so that I don't have a reflector which is in a million pieces. The holes were neat enough. One was slightly misaligned as I messed up the pilot hole in my first attempt. If the mating surface of the holder and fog lamp is very rough and you are not getting the tightest fit there, some weatherproofing with silicone grease is recommended. Mine were a snug fit and after sanding the surface was smooth enough. Holes drilled out, bulb in place, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel because it was the hard part taken care of. It was then time for the wiring. The connectors which went to the holder were sourced with their connecting pins. The specific part numbers and details will be found in the caption and on Fluidic Joy's Team BHP post, which will be linked below as well. I made the entire harness following the diagram Fluidic Joy made for me. Let's understand the wiring diagram real quick. We need power, so to source that power, this is a crimp. This is a connector that goes into the headlight switch. This will take the 12-volt signal and send it to the fog lamps. And in series, there is a 15 amp fuse in there. There is a 15 amp fuse to protect it from overload, and that signal now splits into two. Now the reason I have split this signal into two right here and not at the end of the connectors is because there isn't much room there. These are the two ends of the split signal from the fuse. These both are power, so they'll go into the connector as power signals. And these are the two wires that will go to each connector for ground. And I've decided where I'm going to ground it as well, so I'll show that in a minute. To take the 12-volt signal, we put the connecting pin into terminal number 3 of headlight switch connector. As you can see, that pin is not utilized in the headlight switch connector at all. So putting in the original connecting pin in there will provide us with 12 volts for our proper functioning of DRLs. That is, they will stay on 0 and parking light position and turn off when full headlights are turned on. Hence utilizing the stock headlight switch and not tampering with the stock wiring harness at all. No wire taps or splices. The one wire going to the headlight switch connector was routed through the teardrop grommet which enters straight into the driver's footwell. Giving it a quick test with the multimeter after routing it through the firewall. Continuing with the wiring, the grounds for the connector were provided separately to the crash bar bolts and tested as well. On the passenger side, I wished to give a ground on a dedicated local ground, but I couldn't get that bolt undone. So if we replicate this, that spot could be a better place to ground the connector. With the terminal sorted and tested, I continued to apply felt tape to all the wiring. The connector has two terminals. According to the original schematic, terminal 2 is ground and terminal 1 is power. I might have messed up here and wired it the other way around, but as I'm using halogen bulbs, it was not a big mess up. To push the connecting pins, you'll need to pull out this purple tab, which holds the pin in place once you push them in the connector. With terminals and connectors sorted, it was time to test the bulbs. They worked flawlessly. A full day's worth of work paid off, and I couldn't have been happier with the results. I removed the yellow film I had on. I waited till this point as the fog lamps were being tossed around a lot and the film protected them from scratches. The look was completely changed with an amber bulb in the housing. The wiring was all tucked in as well, and I'm pretty sure anyone looking under the hood can tell if there is any extra wires running around. So yeah, this was the procedure of adding DRLs to my car, the most genuine way possible. Huge shout out and a big thanks to Fluidic Joy for making this all possible. Without their guidance on this project, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere with this. Their Team BHE post will be linked in the description below for all the further details. So to end the video, let me answer a few common questions. Will the fog lamps continue with their normal functionality? The fog lamps will continue with their functioning as it was before. Cornering feature or turning them on independently will be the same as they were not tampered with at all. Nothing was tampered with really except for 2 new holes added. The estimate cost? It all depends on the price you can source these holders, connectors and crimps at. Rest is just labor. Do these DRLs provide any light? It just acts as a DRL should. Just a light that stays on during the day for aesthetics purposes. So no significant light throw is provided during the day. So that was all I had for this video. Check out all the Team BHP threads started by Fluidic Joy to know a lot more about the Polo 6R platform. Don't miss out on the videos uploaded by them on their channel either. So that was all from my side, and I'll see you next time.